Students, day before yesterday we learned uh, the Euclid division lemma or Euclid division algorithm A equal to BQ plus R. Now today let us learn the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So before going to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, first let us think this is A equal BQ plus R is Euclid division algorithm. Here, if you think R equal to 0, what happens? In the Euclid division algorithm, if you take R equal 0, what happens? Let us substitute R equal 0 here. A equal BQ plus R, right? R equal 0. So, that is BQ plus 0, that is BQ. That means the number A can be written as product of two numbers B into Q. That means this we can write. Take this B left side, that divides A by B equal to Q. That means here A is divisible by B. A is divisible by B. So if A is divisible by B, we can say B is the factor of A. Or here we can write A by Q equal to B. So here also A is divisible by Q also. So Q also factor of A. So for example, if you take the number 7, 7 is 7 and 3. 7 is divisible by 3. 3 2s are 6. Minus 7 minus 6 1. So 7 can be written as 3 into 2 plus 1. So here what is R? 1. R equal 1. Not equal R not equal 0. If you take 6. 6 is divisible by 3. Divides 6 with 3. 3 2s are 6. 6 minus 6 0. Here what is R value? 0. 6 can be written as 3 into 2 plus 0. So here R value 0. Then R value 0, 6 is 3 into 2. So here 6 is divisible by 3. So 3 is a factor of 6. And 6 is also divisible by 2. So 2 is also factor of 6. So here this also can be written as 6 equal to 3 into 2 into 1. So factors 6 can be written as 3 into 6 or 6 can be written as 6 into 1. So factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, 6. In this, how many factors are there? 4 factors. Here 2 and 3. What are 2 and 3? 2 and 3 are prime numbers. Do you know first prime number and composite number? If a number can be written as product of two integers, product of two numbers, that number is a composite number. If a number cannot be written as a product of any two numbers other than one and itself, that is a prime. For example, if you take 3, 3 can be written as product of 1 and itself. So you can't write 3 as any other two products. So if a number can be written as product of 1 and itself, that number is called prime number. If a number for 10 is a number, 10 can be written as 2 into 5. So and 1 into 10. If a number can be written as product of two numbers other than 1 and itself, that is a composite number. 10 is a composite number. 3 is a prime number. A number has only two factors, 1 and itself, that is prime number. A number has more than two factors, that is composite number. So here 6 is a composite number. Are you getting? See how many factors of 6? 4 factors. So 6 is a composite number. If a number has only two factors, that is prime number. If you take 3, 5 ones are 5. 5 is a prime number. 7 ones are 7. 11, 13. Those are prime numbers. So here factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, 6. Here 2 and 3 are prime numbers. If you write 6 as 2 into 3, 6 as factorized, here factors are 2 and 3, these 2 and 3 are prime factors. So this factorization is called prime factorization. Okay, are you getting? If a number as written as product of prime numbers, if a number can be expressed as or can be factorized as product of only prime numbers, that is called prime factorization. That is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Every composite number can be expressed or factorized as product of primes, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occur. Apart from the order which prime factors occur means this 6 can be written as 2 into 3 or 3 into 2. This is the order. This order is not specific, not unique, but factorization is unique. In this factors only 2 and 3. So this is called prime factorization, or we can say the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay, are you getting? If you take for example 12, so 12 can be written as 4 into 3. Here 3 is a prime number, 4 is not a prime number. So again 4 is not a prime, 4 is a composite. Again 4 can be written as a prime factorization. 2 2s are 4 into 3. Now 12 written as 2 into 2 into 3. 2 is a prime, 2 is a prime, 3 is a prime. So this is the prime factorization of 12. If you take 70, 70 can be expressed 70 as a prime factorization. So first 70 can be written as 7 into 10. Here 7 is a prime number, 10 is not a prime number. So again factorize 10. 10 can be written as 2 into 5. Now check it. 7, 2, 5. These three are prime factors. So 70, the number 70 as prime factorized. Problems finding HCF, LCM of 2 or 3 numbers or more numbers using prime factorization. See, find the HCF and LCM of the following numbers using prime factorization method. See, find the let us say 120 and 90. So 120, 90 are 2 numbers. So we have to find HCF and LCM using prime factorization method. First let us do prime factorization of 120. 120 can be written as 12 into 10. Again 12 and 10 are not primes. So again divide 12 as a product of prime numbers. First 12 can be written as 4 into 3 and 10 can be written as 2 into 5. Now in the next step, check these are all primes or not. 4 is not a prime. So again write 4 as a 2 into 2. This 3, 2, 5 write as it is. Now here in the prime factorization method order is from least to greatest. Okay, in ascending order. So here 2 repeated 3 times. So 2 repeated 3 times, that can be written as 2 power 3. 3 into 5. 3 repeated once only, 3 power 1. So this is the prime factorization of 120. Next let us take 90. 90 can be written as 9 into 10. 9 can be written as 3 into 3. 10 can be written as 2 into 5. Now this 3 into 3, 2 into 5, 3 is 3, 2, 5 are prime factors. Here 2 repeated once, write 2. First ascending order, least to greatest. Next 3 repeated 2 times, 3 power 2, 5 power 1. Okay now 2 numbers are written as prime factorization. Now what is HCF, what is LCM? HCF means highest common factor. Okay now, highest common factor means what are the common factors? Here 2 is a common factor, here also 1, 2 is a common factor. So 2 is the common factor, and here 3 is a common factor, 3, 1. Like that, here we have a trick to find the HCF, product of the smallest power of each common prime factor. Product of the smallest power of each common prime factor. Here 2 is a common prime factor. What is the smallest power of 2? Here 2 power 3, 2 power 1. What is the smallest power? 1. So 2 power 1. And other common factor 3, prime factor. Smallest power of 3 is 3 power 1, 3. 5 is also prime factor. Smallest power of 5 is 5 power 1. Take the least powers of common prime factors. These 2, 3, 5 are common prime factors. Take the least power. Which is the least? 2 power 3. 2 power 1. Which is the least? 1. So take 2 power 1. 3, 3 square. Powers are 1 and 2. Which is the least? 1. Take 3 power 1. 5 power 1, 5 power 1. So write 5 as it is. So 2, this product of this. 2 into 3 into 5. 2, 3 is 6, 6, 5 is 30. 30 is the HCF of 120 and 90. Now LCM. LCM is greatest. Product of greatest power of each common prime factor. So here find out the common prime factors. Take the greatest power. 2 is a common prime factor. What is the greatest power? 2 power 3. Next 3 power 1, 3 power 2. What is the power greatest? 2. Take 3 power 2. 5. 2 cube. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. 3 square 9. 8 9s are 72. 72 into 5. 72 into 5. 5 2s are 10, 0, 1. 5 7s are 35. 35 plus 1, 36. So 360 is the LCM of two numbers. HCF is 120 and 90. We can find HCF and LCM in the other way. So what is that? And here to find the HCF of 120 and 90 we have seen. Here which is the smallest? 90. So divide 120 with 90. Already we have seen 90 ones are 90. So what is 30? So here remainder is not 0. So again divide this divisor 90 with 30. So take 90 as a dividend, 30 as a this remainder as a divisor. 33 is a 90. Here what we are getting? 0. So when remainder 0, this is the HCF. This is the way of finding of HCF using division method. Here you are finding HCF using prime factorization method. Already we have seen finding HCF using division algorithm. Already we know finding LCM using prime factorization. How to find the LCM of using factorization method. Here this we can write 260 is a 245 is a. Again this can be written as 2 into 60 120, 3 into 45 90. Again this 2 we can write 3 table. 320 is a 315 is a. Again this 2 can be written as in the 5 table. 5 4 is a 5 3 is a. Again this 2 cannot be written in any one table. So we can product this all. Okay now. Or if you want to write 4 can be written as 2 2s are. In the 3 as it is. Now multiply this all. LCM equal product of all this. 2 into 2 into 2, 3 repeated 2 times into 5. So what is the value? Same 360. So this is the way of finding LCM we learn in the lower classes and HCF using division method. So here we are finding HCM LCM using prime factorization method. Let us see one another problem. Now see another problem. 12, 15, 21. 12. Write 12 as a prime factorization. 12 can be written as 2 into 6. 2 is a prime, 6 is not a prime. Again divide 6 as a prime factor, product of prime. So 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Here 2 into 2 into 3. 2 repeated 2 times. So 2 can be written as 2 square into 3 power 1. Here 15 can be written as 3 into 5. 3 power 1, 5 power 1. 21 can be written as 3 sevens are. 3 power 1, 7 power 1. Common prime factors. What are the common prime factors? Here only 3 is the common prime factor. Okay, there is only one common prime factor. So HCF, product of the smallest power of each common prime factor. So what is the common factor? Only 3. What is the least power? 1. So 12, 15, 21 has only 3 common factor. The least power of 3 is 1. 3 power 1, 3. So HCF of 12, 15, 21 is 3. Only highest common factor. 3 is the only common factor. That is the highest. Next LCM. LCM means product of the greatest power of each prime factor, not common. Each prime factor. So here 2 is a prime factor. What is the greatest power of 2? 2 square. In another there is no 2 is a factor. So 2 square. And 3 is a factor. What is the greatest power? 3 power 1. 5 is a factor. Each factor. 5 greatest power 5 power 1. 7 is a factor. 7 power 1. Each factor take the greatest power of each prime factor. So 2 square 4. 4 3 is a 12. 12 5 is a 60. 67 is a 420. So this is the way of finding HCF and LCM of prime factorization method. Let us see, do the problems in the exercise 1 and 2. Let us discuss some problems in the first exercise of real numbers. Here, what is that third one? Check whether 6 power n can end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. So here 6 power n is a number. For any natural number n, the 6 power n can end with 0 is the problem. If you take n equal to 1, that is 6 power 1, 6. If you take n equal to 6 square, what is 36? If you take n equal to 3, 36 into 3, 216. 36 into 6, 216. So by putting the n values you can verify, but if you enter the large number of n, we cannot show that, we cannot calculate. Okay na? So for any n value, let us prove this 6 power n cannot end with 0. For example, if you take any number ending with 0, tell me any number ending with 0. You can take 10, 20, 40, 50, let us take 40. 40 is a number. Forty is a number. 40 can be written as 8 5 is a 40. This 8 can be written as 2 into 4 into 5. So that is 2 into 4 can be written as 2 into 2 into 5. So that is 2 into 2 into 2, 2 multiplied 3 times. So that is 2 power 3 into 5. Okay, now here 40 can be written factorizing 40, prime factorizing 40. Okay, now. So 8 5 is a 5 is a prime number. 8 is not prime. 8 can be written as 2 into 4. Again 4 is not prime. 2 into 2. 2 multiplied 3 times. 2 power 3 into 5. See, this 2 power 3 into 5 power 1. So if you take any number ending with 0, that number can be written as 2 power something any natural number and 5 power something any natural number. So any number can end with 0 can be written as 2 power m into 5 power n. Okay, are you getting? Or we can take some other numbers. Okay, in any number end with 0 has factors 2 power m into 5 power n. So let us check in the 6 power n 2 and 5 factors are there not. If 2 and 5 are factors of any number, that number is end with 0. Okay, are you getting? End with 0 means 10. So any number, if you take 45, so 45 into 10, 450. If you take 50, 50 can be written as 5 into 10. Okay now. So any number ending with 0 can be written as some positive integer into 10. That 10 can be written as 2 into 5. So any number can end with 0 has factors 2 and 5. Let us check here. This 6 power n has factors 2 and 3 or not, 2 and 5 or not. So here 6 can be written as 2 into 3 whole to the power n. That can be written as, from the law of exponents, 2 power n into 3 power n. So 6 power n has only prime factors 2 and 3. So there is no prime factor 5. So this 6 power n cannot end with 0 for any natural number n. Okay, are you getting? Any number can end with 0 means that number has factors 2 and 5. Okay, keep in your mind, to end with 0, that number should have factors 2 and 5. Okay, you can check another problem. You verify it by taking any problem. 12 power n. Check whether 12 power n is end with 0 or not. 50 power n. Check this type of problems. Okay, are you getting? Now let us see another problem. Explain 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 and this are composite numbers. Check, these are composite numbers. What is composite number? If a number can be written as product of two numbers other than one and itself is called composite number. For example, 6 is a number. If you able to write 6 as a product of two numbers other than 1 and 6, then 6 is a composite number. So 6 can be written as 1 into 6 and 2 into 3. So 6 can be written as 2 into 3. So 6 is a composite number. For example, 7 can be written as 1 and 7 only. So if a number has factors other than 1 and itself, the number is called composite. Here 7 has only factors 1 and itself. So it is not a composite. It is not composite number. It is a composite. Are you getting? If a number has factors other than 1 and itself, then that number is composite number. Let us check here. By taking this, you have to do this. I will explain you this. So here see, these are all the products. Here plus 5. This 5 can be written as 5 into 1. Now observe, 5. 5 is a common factor. So we can take 5 as a common factor. Take 5 common. What are the remaining factors? 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 1. So by multiply, 7 6 are 42. 2 3 are 6, 6 4 are 24. 42 into 24. Multiply, 4 2 are 8, 4 4 are 16. 2 2 are 4, 2 4 are 8. 8. 6 plus 4, 10, 0 1. 1 plus 8, 9, 9 plus 1, 10. 1 0 0 8 plus 1. By adding 1, 1 0 0 9. So this number, by simplifying, we got this number is a product of 5 into 1009. So this number has two factors, 5 and 1009. So this is a composite number. You have to check this. Okay now, this is a composite or not. You can do easily. Okay, you do this one and another one. For this, do the fifth problem. 17 into 11 into 2 plus 17 into 11 into 5 is a composite number. How will you show that is a composite number? Explain. It is a composite number, but how can you show? To show that number is a composite, by simplifying, you have to show that number has written product of two numbers other than one and itself. Okay, I hope these problems you can do and go through the examples and many more problems related to this. So okay, thank you.